Hey guys, Ryan and Alec back at Ground Control. We're going to show another variation of the stand-up sweep that I like to do. This time, rather than being in the boombox position, we're going to have the pledge position or the single leg position wrapped around the outside of the ankle. Now, when I go for this variation, normally it's dependent on the response of my opponent or my partner when I'm going for it. So as I am in my X guard position, if for whatever reason my partner's far side knee ends up on the mat. Now, generally, when I'm like in the middle of a live go or a competition or anything like that, if I end up in this position, it normally came from me going to X guard during my entry. The person ends up onto their knee, whether it be, from butterfly or maybe I'm escaping the mount. The person ends up, they didn't come straight to their feet, but I still transition to the X guard rather than the person dropping down. But it still happens where the person will drop their knee down towards the mat. Now, with this variation, my foot that's on the hip right now, it's certainly helping, but not doing, not doing nearly as good on this side of his body. I move to a shallow X. So my foot comes in, I put the pad of my toes are going to be right underneath his belt knot, with my foot making contact with his center of gravity, his center mass. And that also helps my shin support underneath the hamstring, which is going to be, I'm going to need to support that weight, as opposed to over here where I'm not doing much to control the near side leg, since we're so low. Now, when I do this, I'm going to lift and come up towards my elbow. With this variation, rather than that smooth, stand up or smooth for my standards, that smooth stand up coming to finish the sweep, in this variation, I'm going to kick away, and then as I kick away to distribute his weight towards one side, my feet pull back towards the other. So it's going to be a quick movement in opposite directions. So I kick, and now I come underneath so that I can control, get my base under me, and now look to attack from the top position. So we'll go one more time with it. We're in X guard. The knee goes down towards the mat. I make an adjustment. I switch to a shallow X position. Still coming up, extending away. Also, when we're in this position, when we're coming to the the sit-up position, where my back's flat on the mat, I'm trying to bring it off the mat. Don't just go with your core. I'm not going to win this battle. Okay, let your legs distribute the weight, and as they start straightening, use that as counterbalance to bring your back up off the mat. From here, I have that good contact on his belt knot with just the top of my foot. I'm going to extend away, and as I extend away, my feet come back under me, and now I end up in the top position, executing the sweep. And that's another stand-up sweep variation from the X guard.